look at our sales. We go by like year to date and how the sales per hour are, and then we'll schedule in there between how many people we feel fit the shift, which will we look at the sales count, and that will determine whether we're going to put on 4, 5, 6, 7 people. And obviously it's barring weather, because if weather comes into play, that will also determine should we cut back, should we add more in holidays. Because holidays tend to slow us down, so we'll cut back on that side. But the main part is the sales. We'll look at sales year to date.
Okay.
What the shifts, which shifts offer the most profit?
Obviously at this restaurant you won't serve breakfast, but for lunch and dinner.
Yeah. Usually, being that we're newly opened, so what we've seen, the lunch tends to be our busiest, and that's more profitable there. Dinner is kind of on the quieter side, but that's when school's out.
Yeah.
Because when school was in, we got a lot of families that would come in after their kids' after-school activities, baseball games and stuff. So then it kind of did a little flip, and dinner would be a little more profitable. So it really depends on the time of year and what's going on. So summertime, we tend to slow down. Dinner and lunch is more profitable, more busier. And then once the school year starts, we've noticed there's that shift where dinner is busier and lunch is quieter. Yes and no. We always offer the more profitable items. Case being, here, we'll push the meatball because it's less of a cost on us, but more profitable on the sale. But at the same time, we do look at, like the hook and ladder. That's our #1 throughout the chain. So we'll also push that, being that's the popular one for the brand. So it's a kind of 20/20 there. Catch 20. You know what I mean? We do both. We'll do both. Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually all the factors is pretty much right there in your question. Obviously, one factor for us is we have to make sure the pricing will cover all our costs, all our overhead costs, which is obviously labor, utilities, mortgage, any loans we might have taken out, tax, royalty fees that we have to pay. That obviously comes into the pricing. Along with that, competition. We have to look at what restaurants are around us and, what are their price factor compared to ours. We don't want to be too high above them, but we don't want to be too low either that we're losing. So that comes into play. And then, customer affordability, that's definitely, especially nowadays, everyone, you got to make sure they can afford to come in and eat. You don't want to be, again, it comes to the point, you don't want to be too high and then they're not being able to pay for it. So. Luckily for us, we have an accountant that does all that. We pretty much, send them all the information. But as far as us in store, there's 2 variables that are really important for us is labor cost and food cost. We have to make sure the labor is kept at a certain percentage and food cost has to be kept at a certain percentage, because that right there will determine whether we're just throwing money out the door and there goes our, profit, or maintaining it or doing better and actually making a profit. So labor and food cost is definitely #1 on keeping an eye on it. And again, we have the system in the computer, so we just watch everything's plugged in there and just keeping an eye on keeping that low, which will help bring up profits hopefully. That's all part of the sale projections prior to opening in our stores. We have to definitely monitor that, and then it's monitoring it on a monthly basis, just keeping an eye on it, making sure it's being kept out. Definitely putting an ad in the paper, saying, we're here, we're open. Coupons definitely help bring customers in. Everyone's always looking for a little freebie or a sale, so coupons tend to help. Let's see, what else do we usually do? Rewards program, we definitely have that rewards program that they can sign on, get the app on the phone, and then obviously every time they come in, they bank points and they get free stuff. So that's definitely a plus. The rewards program, coupon, and kind of having to go out there and market. That's definitely one thing I haven't done yet, but I got to go out there and market my business. Obviously, sales will boost profit because more people will come in. But at the same time, it's a low to no profit because you're giving them the discount.
Yeah.
So it kind of doesn't really help, but we're hoping that giving those breaks or giving those sales, they're coming in and they'll stay and be repeat customers.
Yeah.
So at that point, our sales will continue to grow.
Okay.
So, that's hard because I think that falls into a lot of the store's performance. I mean, I think that falls into the staff, the management, obviously the franchisee, on how their operations are and whether they're dedicated and focused on running a proper business or they just don't care. Failure rate, I don't know, could be around 10 to 25%, possibly. We don't personally, being that this is a franchise, the corporate, they will do that. They will, go and see what brands, companies, whatever, that they feel will work, and then they'll go with their, obviously, in-house people, look at it, determine what works, what doesn't work, and then send it into us as a franchisees and be like, okay, implement this in your store. And then from there, they'll give us, depending on what it is, they'll say, okay, we're going to do this for 3, 4, 5 months. Let's see how it works out. If it's great and it generates more business, it'll be something that stays through. If we see it's not working as well, they'll go back, go look at another company or talk to someone else and see, what will benefit the brand. And obviously, produce more sales, keep, business booming and not drag it down.